So one of the things you've heard me talk about that I like about the LS tractor is that it has an adjustable power shuttle. Let's talk about that. On the LS tractor, they have a pretty nice power shuttle shift. It's a paddle style. It's easy to use. Basically you lift it, put it in forward, lift it, put it back into neutral, and then into reverse. It's an awesome system. There are several tractors out there now that are using that type of system, and it's really good for us old guys that have bad hips, bad legs, bad knees, you name it, we've got them. And it has really been a game changer in the tractor world, because I'm not having to go on and off the clutch all the time. I think it's a huge deal, and we're going to talk about that feature. But there's one other thing that we have to talk about. On these shuttle shifts, even though a tractor may have a shuttle shift, it could be a mechanical style shuttle shift where you have to use a clutch, or it could be the type of shuttle shift that you still don't have to use a clutch, but it has no adjustment in it. I believe it's some style of mechanical system as well, but they don't use a clutch on those. And what happens is there's no adjustment on how hard that engages. Well, that can be a game changer when you're out working because of how harsh they shift sometimes. Now, I don't really have a problem with them at first until you've been in them all day long. And I was recently in a Kubota that had that style of shuttle shift in it, and I used it throughout the entire day. And by the end of the day, my back felt like it had just been through the ringers, okay, because it was shifting so hard. Today, I'm going to show you how you can adjust these shuttle shifts to make them run smoother. On the LS, they have a 9-level system that you can adjust, or the engage the speed on these things and how hard they hit. Now, they call it engaging speed. I don't know a better name for it other than it basically takes the jerk out of the shifting, and we're going to get into that. This is the switch we're talking about right here. We're going to be looking at this switch today. This switch will control both the foot clutch as well as the power shuttle paddle. When we're making adjustments for the actual power shuttle paddle, what you will be doing is you will just move this to the plus or to the negative. And what that will do is that will change the position or how hard that power shuttle engages whenever you're going from a stop to forward, or from a forward to stop to reverse, or forward to neutral to reverse. It will help to determine how hard that shuttle shift hits. It also has 3 positions for the clutch. And you can adjust that by pushing the clutch in and then pushing up and down on it. You do not need to do anything for the power shuttle paddle. You just move it. We're going to get up in here real quick. I'm going to show you here on the instrument panel. If I was to push this lever, you see it's at a level 6. I can bring that down to a level 1, and then I can take that up to a level 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. That's going to be the end of it right there. So you have 9 positions that you can adjust this power shuttle. Now at the 9th position, it is where it hits the hardest. It engages the hardest. Then if you want to adjust your clutch, what you will need to do on your clutch pedal is you will need to push it in and hold it. Then up here on the dash, you can make your level changes. You have 3 levels. If you'll see that, 1, 2, 3. and that's it. You have those 3 levels. Now, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you what this looks like. It's very hard to do on camera because, you know, it's more of a feel than it is, you know, something you can visually see or feel in the camera. You can't really feel it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you by getting you in where you can watch the front tire and how that front tire moves and how quickly it moves, and you can also see some of the jerk probably in the camera. So let's get you in there and take a look at that. I'm going to shift it from, what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to shift it into different levels, and then I'll tell you what those levels are, and then you can see that for yourself. Okay, let's do that. We're in medium range, we're in 2nd gear, and I'm just going to go to level 1. So you can see the extreme, we're in level 1, and I'm going to take off from level 1. That's what level 1 looks like, medium range, and that's what it looks like when we take off. You can see that it's just a lot smoother engagement. It was not real jerky or anything like that. Now what we're going to do is take this up to the extreme of level 9, so you can see that, so you get a better idea. This is level 9. You can see how much faster that engaged when we took off. We're going to increase up to about 1500 RPM. This is all we're going to do, is about 1500 RPM. And we're going to take off from 1500 RPM in level 9. This is level 1. You see how much different that was? Now, just to give you an idea, only because I'm going to go to level 5 and give you the idea what the level 5 looks like. You can see it's still not near as, you know, it's not as harsh as it was in that level 9. And level 5 is fairly smooth. You know, I do run mine in a level 6 most of the time, and that's just because that's where I find it the most comfortable for me. Now remember, we are only running at 1500 RPM. There might be some of you that were looking at the tractor, they saw this button, they didn't know what it was. So basically all it does is it tells the Power Shuttle how hard to engage. It's a really nice feature, it really is. So that's how it works. I hope that you got something out of this today. But until next time, thanks a lot.